Hi everyone, I'm Rinali.
And I'm Ria, and today we're going to be talking about lead nurturing.
So if you've been following our company's social beat for a while, you'll know that we have presence in 3 cities across India. And while all our clients across these cities are widely different, they all have one thing in common. They all want customers.
And while leads are often considered the ultimate measure of success, it's really important to remember that leads do not equal customers. In fact, one study found that 50% of leads in any system aren't ready to convert, and 80% might never convert.
The answer to this? Building relationships, or as we like to call it in marketing,
Lead nurturing. To understand lead nurturing, all you need to do is visualize a funnel.
So the top part of your funnel,
Its widest part,
is where most of your leads are. While they do know about your brand, they're not really interested in buying anything from you.
We also have a video on full funnel marketing that you can check out here. Your job as a marketer is to move your leads from the top of the funnel right down to the tip where they actually convert.
Now this may sound like a challenge, but there's only one thing you really need to help yourself achieve this: content marketing. Content marketing in the digital space is key to building relationships with your prospective clients.
And in lead nurturing, content is at the heart of every step of your consumer's journey. But before we can get into the content strategy for your lead nurturing process, we need to segment your leads. It's important to remember that not all leads are created the same, which is why your lead nurturing plan can't be uniform either.
To classify your leads, there are 3 areas you need to focus on. The first one is lead interest.
How serious are your consumers about buying your brand?
The second one is lead behavior.
Have they engaged with your website before?
And the final one is buying stage.
Which part of the funnel do they fall into?
So once you've categorized your leads, you're all set to put your lead nurturing plan into action.
That reminds me of a campaign we ran recently. So we had a client who was a global outsourcing company, and we ran a white paper ad for them on LinkedIn. While we got a number of leads through this campaign, none of them were actually ready to convert just yet.
So what do you do to drive these prospective clients down the funnel?
The first thing that we did was we sent them a welcome mail. Our welcome mail was a very short email thanking our leads for downloading our white paper and asking them about their feedback. We also gave them just enough information about our company to get them interested.
But remember, as with any line of communication, the most important thing is personalization.
Think about it. Would you rather read an email that says "Dear customer" or your name?
I prefer my name.
As would we all. Step 2 in your lead nurturing process is where it gets a little bit more complicated. In this stage, you will be shooting out a series of emails to your leads to educate them.
The exact topic that you send out to each of your leads will depend on which stage in the funnel they're at. Are they at the top in the awareness stage?
Then send them interesting blogs around topics related to your field. In our example of the PPO company, we sent out these leads a lot of interesting blogs about the fintech industry.
So Ria, what do we do if our clients are in the middle consideration stage?
In that case, you can start sending them more specific topics about work that your company has done. For our client, we sent our leads a number of emails about really interesting case studies where we had achieved amazing results for clients in the past.
And when they're at the final stage of conversion?
When they are at the tip of the funnel, all your leads need are a little push before they can actually convert. Here is when you can get really specific with your information. For our clients, we sent out a number of emails about our value propositions and about client testimonials. These emails convinced our leads that we were the right choice for them.
So if you follow all the points that Ria just mentioned, you will come up with a pretty fail-safe strategy to nurture your leads. However, there are still a couple of things that you need to keep in mind.
Number 1, do not email your leads every day.
You don't want to end up in their spam folder.
Number 2, do not waste any time before initiating your lead nurturing campaign.
Think about it. If you send your lead a welcome email 2 weeks after they sign up, they're obviously going to forget that you even exist.
Number 3, do not limit yourself to just emails.
You need to employ a multi-channel approach, one that includes social media and retargeting to help you convert the leads faster.
Number 4, do not neglect your offline lead nurturing.
Your offline team needs to work just as hard as your digital agency to make sure you convert your leads from awareness right to the end of the funnel. And this is especially important for B2B companies and those in the real estate sector.
We hope you found these techniques useful and implement them in your own digital marketing strategy. If you're doing something that we haven't covered in this video, let us know in the comment box below.
If you liked what we were saying in this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And join us on the next video where we discuss all things digital. Bye guys.
Bye.
Hey guys.
We're the team behind Digital Bytes.
We hope you found these videos informative.
If you have any suggestions or topics that you want us to cover,
Please comment below.
Don't forget to hit subscribe.
Thank you.